Hey guys, Brad Northwick here, and I want to share with you something that's going to really help you out with getting your marketing funnels created, okay? We created this for a client of ours just the other day, and it was really mind-blowing to him to see what kind of work goes into actually creating a marketing funnel before you actually ever create anything. This is the work, the hard work, the stuff that as business owners we tend to like to skip because we want to cut corners. Well, what I want to go over with you today is exactly how to make sure that you have a simple process that you could follow to make sure that your dynamic funnels are set up properly. So the first thing, obviously, that we want to do is look at this entire flow. This flow is going to be the exact blueprint that you're going to want to follow when creating your next campaign and your next marketing funnel. What we want to do first, okay, is we want to start with the target market that we're going after. Seems pretty basic, but a lot of the times we forget to do this. We don't actually think about the micro targets within that major target demographic. Let me explain. When you're starting to create your marketing ad, your advertisements, your marketing funnels, starting to really build this up, you start to think about, well, I know who I'm selling to. I'm selling to, women or men who are this age, who live in this demographic, who make this much money, who are, have this kind of job title. Well, we want to go into more details than that. And we want to make sure that you're as specific as possible. There's some things that a lot of people leave out, right? Like who they are within the decision-making process, right? What are their goals and aspirations? What are their pain points? What common objections do they currently make themselves as a consumer in the business world, right? There's a lot of things that we go through, especially with our academy members and our high-end clients, that are going to help them understand how to get deeper into the mind of their target. You're going to see also that we want to have multiple targets. Off to the left, you're going to see we have target 1 and target 2, and within each target, we have what we call micro targets. These micro targets are basically you putting yourself in a position to name them by name, to be able to say, hey, look, you're not just in human resources, you are in learning and development, right? That's going to speak more to that person who's in that position versus just kind of like a broad message. So with the micro targets, it allows you to be more specific, which then tailors more to your market. They're going to hear you more. Well, that's just one step that a lot of people cut. They're like, well, I'm going to sell to everybody, 35 to 55, who like entrepreneurship, right? Everybody who's entrepreneur is going to love my product. That's just not going to be the case. So what we've done for our client is broken it down for them into 2 different targets that we're going to go after first. Each one of those targets has micro targets. Once we have those set up, very simple now. All we have to do is come down to the situations and solutions side of things. Now, this is an exercise that we give to our academy members and our clients as well so that they can be more in tune with what problems their market's actually facing. Now, if you cannot fill this out for yourself, then it's very difficult for you to be able to create a winning ad campaign or winning marketing funnel because these marketing funnels and ad campaigns are going to be problem solvers. You have to be able to provide a solution and highlight that pain point or that problem that they're going through so that you can be the one that they go to for the answer. Well, if you don't know what their problem is, how can you highlight the solution, right? And so what we want to do now is take the time to be able to create this situations and solutions exercise. You're going to see off to the left, there's 3 boxes titled situations. What you need to do is figure out the top 3 problems or situations in your market that they're facing every single day. Now, I assume that you're probably thinking, well, dude, there's like a million of these that I can go ahead and start to help people with. And that's probably the case, but that's not how you're going to be able to make this successful. You want to be able to prioritize those situations that they're facing and put a number next to them, right? Put number 1 as the most important problem. And then number 2 and number 3. Put those into the left-hand box there. Once you get those, now you're going to want to go over to the solution side. Now imagine being able to attach 3 solutions to every single one of those situations. Now, if we go at an example here, one of the situations that my client's market faces is low employee engagement, right? Like low enthusiasm, not being there while being there, right? Well, what we want to do is provide them with a couple of solutions. So solution 1 for that type of problem would be to give clarity, identifying what success looks like, include metrics and such. Another one might be offering blended solutions, right? Touching on other leveraged elements like motivation, tools, systems, resources, right? And number 3 would be sustainable skills and knowledge. These 3 solutions would help solve that one problem. Now that we have those solutions, we go on to situation number 2, do the same thing, move on to situation number 3, and do the same thing. Once you're completed with the situations and solutions side, you can move on to creating your angles. Your angles are going to be the message that you use to hold your audience's attention. Okay, now this is going to be real big because it's going to play into the very next part. So your angle here is going to have a how-to angle, how to do X without Y, how to do X without Y in Z amount of time. Exposed, man on a mission, a personal story, right? These angles are going to be created after you have the solutions, okay? Once you have that angle created, we're going to be able to then put an image or a video to match that angle. So now we're creating that, what we would call your ad creative. This is going to be the thing that people see in your advertisement that's going to really stop them in their newsfeed or wherever they're at looking at your stuff to get them to read your ad copy, right? This is going to be tied into that angle. So you can see that the target market has certain situations. You, as the business owner, have certain solutions. You provide the solutions to that business owner situation, which then creates an angle for you to talk about how you could do just that. Then we want to match an image or a video to then illustrate that angle. Once you get that set up properly, now we could start knowing that anybody who comes from this particular ad campaign is going to land on a landing page that's going to match that same language. This is how we keep everything congruent. Then, once that landing page is created, of course, it's going to take them to a sales page, which is then going to take them to an order form, which is then going to take them to a call to welcome. All that stuff's going to be set up after we understand who we're marketing to, what problems they have, and how we're going to solve them. Then we're going to go into the angles and the imagery, and then we're going to make sure that that all ties together with the actual funnel. Well, if you look on the back end of this now, what happens after they opt in? Well, we have an automated sequence set up that's now going to be tailored again to solving other problems. So if they came in from, say, angle 1, situation 1, we know that if we were to apply, say, some training or some education or some type of goodwill that was also talking about situation 2, it would still make sense because it's still a major problem that they're facing. So you can see having this in advance is now going to allow you to create your goodwill angles. It's going to be able to create your sales sequences. It's going to help you create your survey. It's going to help you create any type of back-end follow-up to make sure that you are getting the most from your leads and they're getting the most from you. So it's not just a one-way street. So I hope this all made sense to you. And if you'd like some help putting something like this together, right, then go ahead and visit the link below this video. Visit academytrial.com. We have a 7-day trial for you right now to the Do Whatever It Takes Academy, where I actually meet with you every single week to go over what it is that you're doing inside your business, help you create the marketing funnels, get you inside the private group so you're never left on an island wondering what to do next. If that sounds something like you'd be interested in, go ahead and find the link below this video, get signed up for your free 7-day trial today, and I'll see you inside.